Hello, TrioReviews here. Today we will be going over the top 10 animes to look out for, set to release in January 2023. Vinland Saga Season 2. A much anticipated anime series based on the Fernando saga following the story of the legendary Viking warrior Thorfinn. The first season of the series gained worldwide popularity after its release on Netflix in 2022 and directed by Shuhei Yabuta, who has won many anime awards, and will continue directing Season 2 with Thorfinn on a Danish farm, with a new antagonist and several new characters. Vinland Saga, overall, is combat-centric with a realistic setting of what the world was like for Vikings. Although not much is given about Season 2 yet, from what we can see in Season 1, Thorfinn was the son to one of the strongest Viking warriors in a remote area until his father was killed in battle against mercenary leader Askeladd. Thorfinn swore to avenge his father, joining Askeladd's group in order to exact revenge one day. Along the way he gets caught up in the war for the crown in England, meeting some relatives and people from his parents' village, learning more his heritage. So, if you are interested in medieval-era Vikings with lots of combat and large-scale battles, this would be a good show to add to your anime list. Misfit of Demon King Academy 2. Sequel to Misfit of Demon King Academy was announced during Aniplex Online Fest, but apart from the change of Anos' voice actor there is not much to go off on. But based on the plot of the previous season and the poster, we can infer Anos will be digging deeper into what has happened to the world while he was dead. The general premise of the anime is Anos Voldegord was a demon king that reigned supreme over humans, spirits, and even gods. Becoming bored of warfare, he decides to reincarnate himself to live in a more peaceful world. After awakening 2,000 years later, he realizes that magic has deteriorated over time and the descendants of his kind have all become extremely weak. To investigate what had happened, Anos enters Demon King Academy to figure out what had occurred while decimating evil small-time characters on the side. Tokyo Revengers 2. Takemaki Hanagaki, an adult nobody, working under a younger boss, constantly being reprimanded, hears on the news that the Tokyo Manji gang had murdered the only girlfriend he ever had along with her brother, but is brought back to the past 12 years ago during his middle school days when he was still dating Hinata Tachibana. Determined to change what happens in the future, Takemaki meets Hinata's younger brother and discusses what had happened, and together they start making different choices to prevent Hinata's death. At first, it starts out with Takemaki being a delinquent and gang member building bonds with his friends and engaging in gang wars, and Season 2 will probably be the same, introducing a new gang of characters and having them confront each other. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro's Second Attack. A very chill and comedic anime centered around Naoto Hachiyuji and Hayes Nagatoro. Set in a school, first-year student Hayes meets Naoto at the library working on his manga. Having read his manga and his personality, Hayes decides to start messing with him. At first Naoto is just bothered and is forced to follow along Hayes' antics, but as time goes on, a friendship develops between the two. Some may say that it is a bad story because it revolves around bullying, which is bad. But it is more like how girls, quote, bully the boys they like in elementary school. Also, as an anime it shouldn't be taken seriously or personally and should be watched from a carefree point of view since anime is supposed to be for entertainment anyways. Bungo Stray Dogs 4th Season. I am not sure how much I need to say since the series has been around for a while now. More specifically from 2016 when the first season aired to know when its 4th season is about to be released. Fundamentally, it is about Atsushi Nakajima, an 18-year-old orphan with a mysterious power to transform to a white tiger, who joins a detective agency helping solve cases and going against the mafia as well. Kind of like Kekai Sensen, where the plot is mostly about solving cases and almost everyone has supernatural powers in a confrontation between the agency and the port mafia. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense too. Before getting into the plot of the anime, I would like to just say that the show is produced by Kanekawa, licensed by Funimation, and developed by Silver Link Studios. So, in terms of animation, it is close to impossible for it to be trash and unwatchable. leaving us with just the plot when it comes to deciding whether we should watch the show or not. The anime takes place in a video game of the usual MMORPG genre. The main character is Kid Hanju, who is afraid of pain and decides to max out her defensive stats, making her character Maple incredibly tanky. Written with interesting in-game events for plot points, it resonates with gamers, combined with comedic effects causes the anime to be a relaxed and joyful anime to watch after a tiresome day at work. Kyokuswiri Season 2. The continuation of our supernatural duo solving more mysterious cases related to yukai and maintain the peace between humanity and yukai around their area. Kotoko Iwanaga is a handicapped girl who had exchanged part of her body to become the god of wisdom, serving as a mediator between the two races. Along with Kuru Sakuragawa, a human with an immortal body feared by yukai. Usually, mysteries are solved by gathering evidence to support a theory, but Kotoko uses it to create lies to fool the people and resolve the misunderstandings that occur while dealing with yukai-related problems. A pretty unconventional anime with a lot of talking, so be prepared for more in the new season. Tomo-chan wa Ananoko. Another school-themed anime focused on Tomo and Jun, two childhood friends that are as tight as brothers. When young they would play around and spar, going through thick and thin together, but what Jun didn't notice was that Tomo was a girl and that she is in love with him. A bit typical for those thick-headed main characters that are oblivious to the advances of the main female leads. Going off of the manga, we should be able to see a lot of comedic scenes as Tomo tries to get Jun to like her back. But we will have to wait and watch to find out how it goes and if the anime will follow the manga or start straying from it somewhere along the lines. Spy Classroom. A rather comedic take on espionage and the war in the shadows. After a gruesome war, the governments around the world decided on a more elusive style of war than to open fight with soldiers, leading to out anime about a team of problematic girls sent on missions as spies and the battles they encounter. From the trailers it appears to be very action-centric, and from the genres listed under the anime, I would say it would be similar to Eminence and Shadow in terms of plot events. The Angel Next Door spoils me rotten. A lot of school animes being released this month, it seems. A romantic love story between two students who have lived next door to each other but never interacted before. One day the boy sees a girl Mahiru sitting on the swings in the rain and lends her his umbrella without thinking much of it. Having caught a cold from doing this good deed, Main is sick in bed and Mahiru insists on taking care of him to return the favor, helping him clean his room, cook, and a variety of things, growing into a romantic relationship between the two young students. Give it a watch if you like wholesome, comedic romance stories of average everyday lives of people that you wish you could be part of. By the Grace of the Gods Season 2. This is an honorary mention. It continues off after the Jamil family leaves town and Ryoma is now supporting himself running a laundry business with his employees. Based off the manga, what should be happening this season should include his slime research, being sought after due to his birds, meeting a beast man, going to a new town, and meeting new gods. So, if you enjoyed the anime before, take a look at the trailers and see if you would like to watch it. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.